Hey Joyce, I'm Rachel and Jerry. My dad once told me that our tribe lineage has not allowed anyone to marry outside tribe, and if you do so, problems will follow you. I was scared because I'm dating a Kamba and worried about what will happen.
Let me tell you, thank you for bringing that up. Number one, when you submit to a Sikh authority, you'll be crushed. That is a Sikh authority. Even if he's talking about tribe lineage, times have changed. Those are colonial times. Today we go to the university, we mingle with many tribes. Today we are moving all over. We are global citizens. So your father is overstepping his mandate. Stop obeying. It's fear that is holding you back. His threat is empty. The Bible says that a curse that is not earned will not settle. Stop fearing him. Let's announce to women, sometimes by marrying, you have to break, your relationship with your parents will be strained. Prepare for that. You cannot pick your man and also pick your family. Sometimes you have to...
One has to be the priority.
You must give your family, your future family, the first priority. You must go ahead and marry the person you love. Don't leave a person you love because of your father, because he's not giving you an option anyway.
And if they threaten, now there are many people who are threatening, we won't show up to the wedding, we won't help with the expenses. And obviously that's a painful thing. It's a big day of your life and you want your family to be there. How then do you handle that when it gets to that point?
We are going to handle that, but one is diplomacy. The other one is hide and seek. The other one is bribery. You bribe who you need to bribe. Buy an uncle to convince mom, to convince dad. Pay this one. Buy another goat. You use diplomacy. You see, you're fighting against evil forces. Use some women are stubborn, but if you give them money, they'll soften. Some fathers are stubborn, but they're broke. Give him 50K.
I was not expecting those.
You have to do everything. For that day, some will have to be escorted by the uncle and the cousin, the other one, the friends. Get him in a friend. You use all the tactics you can to make the day work, but never say goodbye to your lover because of the stubbornness of your family. Another thing is, you can step down the size of a function. If you wanted a very flamboyant, and suddenly demons have come up with horns saying we want to show up unless you marry from our tribe. No. Make it cut it down. Make it a small one.
And even talk to your pastors, because I think many pastors would be willing to understand that, and they might even carry on with the wedding.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. I was saying actually,
provided if the issues are like legitimate issues like this, and if it's something like tribalism, right? As long as the person is not underage, I don't think most pastors would have
You will
issues.
marry. Your parents are not required for the wedding. We are just saying for your own happiness. You only need witnesses, and your parents are not required. So if you really need them for that sense of it's my day, take money and mobilize resources. you can win. I've seen people who have won.
Haya. Mwingine anasema, that happened to me. I ran when the family loved me more than the man.
Thank you.
15 years later, I know I dodged a bullet. Wow. The family loves you more than the man. That's interesting. That's for sure a very bad
They know
side.
their son more than you do. The only call I would entertain from the family of the girl I'm marrying is when they're warning me. Be careful, you're hooking up with our girl and she's sick.
Come on. Mwingine hapa in fact says, hey Joyce, I'm Ivy. I was a victim of being blackmailed by the parents-in-law. So that I could stay with their or misbehaved son. Guy.
To continue raising a badly raised son.
She says, thank God I ran for my life. I just realized it was all fake. Wow.
You are undertaking a failed mothering project.
Wait. Mwingine hapa anasema, I don't think in-laws to be calling me is an issue, not unless the call is to ask me to break up with their daughter. Don't wait until you marry their daughter. It is when you're okay with them calling you, keep close.
That's a man talking, and we said for most men it's not an issue. But if the mother also tries come on a campaign, is like she's campaigning for the daughter, I'll know there's something she's trying to cover up for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mwingine hapa anasema, slightly unrelated, but I'll ask it nonetheless. Hey Joyce Omondi, always loving your show. My question is, if you meet a man who wants to marry you in 3 months' time, I love this type of questions. Jumi, mi nashangaa wanaume hutoka wapi. Anyway, if he wants to marry you in 3 months' time, tumekutana tu juzi. You want to marry me tomorrow? How? Anyway, and he says he's been married, or she says he's been married before for 4 years, and they parted ways because of infidelity from the wife, though. That's Lisa watching us from Annex.
You should confirm whether the wife has another story which you don't know also. Because the man is telling you only what will favor him. And why is he in a hurry and you are not? So he's in an emergency. He has a deadline to marry in 3 months. And he is now, after today, we have now 89 days. We had 90 days, now they're 89. So listen, Unless you yourself, you'll have enough time within those 3 months to study all you need to study. Another thing you need to know, where is the deadline coming from? Will you be dying in 4 months and you need to leave a wife in the house? So the thing is, don't allow people's disorganized life to become emergency for you.
Okay.
Marriage is lifelong. Why would you want to jump in 3 months? What if it's a mistake? Sometimes people rush you so that you don't have enough time to find out information. Let's warn people that the first sign that you're marrying a manipulator, being blackmailed, is a narcissist, an abuser, is being rushed. All con men work quickly. If they call you, they want to respond quickly. Send now. How much can you send now? And he had asked for 50K. Now he's bargaining for 500. You know it's a con man when they are in a hurry to get results. So even in relationships, it's a con game if you're being asked to act now.
Oy.
Slow things down. Sometimes you can save yourself from hell by just slowing down.
Tumetoka 50K to negotiate 500.
500.
Hey, okay. Hey, Joyce, I once dated a guy who always listens to his mom. We loved each other, and he told me he would choose me always. But one day, his mom told mine to choose who he wants, and he ended the relationship. Usicheze na mother-in-law, and mind you, we were family friends.
Thank you. You also dodged a bullet. If you ended the relationship, be happy. You were sad that time for being left, but shida ilijitoa. Problem removed itself. Yeah.
Good morning, Madam Joyce. It's a very essential discussion that we discussed today. But what I can say is let the parents leave their boys alone to choose a partner or their children that he or she may want, because some parents don't want their boys to be married. That's Vincent Mokwa from Taita Taveta.
Remember, by a son marrying, the parents are losing something. Remember, there's a practical loss. Many of them are debating. They are losing some. You're moving to another woman. You will not be as available as you
know the priorities are shifting.
Thank you. So priorities are shifting, and we are saying you're supposed to check whether your man is ready for that. And we say that women tell me, but I love him. Your love is not a magical spell that will change him. Check whether he still has enough character, strong character enough. Yeah.
Okay. So even for those who are married, if your parents-in-law are still making the decisions in your relationship or still driving decisions, that's a big no-no.
That's a big problem because they're interfering in your life. They're asking, we gave you this amount of money. What did you do with it? Your girl is wearing too expensive clothes. They'll start meddling.
Okay.
So we say the one no-go zone is unless in special cases. We know cases where people live in the same compound, but you are essentially independent. They don't interfere. But when two women are cooking in the same kitchen, using same bathroom, there is problem about soap. Who put this soap this way? Where is my? I said in this house, this basin should put this way. Who left this water unwiped? Where is this? Who did not sweep? I said. So you'll be intimidated. You'll have come too much into the space of that you cut ugali wrongly. The ugali was supposed to be cut this way. Even our slice of bread here,
ugali.
They're supposed to be triangle. You cut squares. That's wrong. So you'll have petty rules there. As much as possible, have your own compound. If the compound is impossible, have your own independent space.
Okay.
Where we meet as a family when there is need. But there are families where the family gathering in the evening is mandatory, and the son must come with all their wives, and all of them are under a tyrannical rule. Study those things before you go in and decide whether you can put up with them.
Yeah, I know we're chuckling about these, but these are also very serious and real issues for a lot of people. And so as we're saying these, I want to trust that these are things that can be resolved. They can be resolved. This is not, a do or die situation where it cannot be resolved.
If the man
absolutely can be resolved.
Stands up and both of you agree, hey, we need to create our own space. Actually, by working together, all things are resolvable.
Right. And to choose each other and to always put each other
first. To prioritize each other over everything else.
Because it's the same way, too, with the girl and her family. You also need to make sure that your husband is...
Especially first daughters. They carry their family with them. So I'm leaving the two families now. You even know the chicken that died at home due to cold.
Where Benjamin Zulu quarantine. Asante sana kwa kukuja.
Okay, my social media.
Yes.
I know you're chasing me. All right. My social media is Benjamin Zulu KE. Facebook page, Benjamin Zulu KE. Email, benjaminzuluke@gmail. Or other social media platforms, Benjamin Zulu KE.
Thank you, Benjamin. Always a pleasure. And
back to quarantine.
You didn't come to play. But sasa wacha tukurudishe turudi quarantine.
All right.
Until next time, ubarikiwe sana. With that said, guys, we're going to take a short break now. And when we come back, we'll be bringing you our fitness segment for the day. Stay tuned.